In 2021, I decided to move out of Norway. I was bored of Norway and I always wanted to live in a hot country. As my apartment was closing in on its expired date, I came to the decision to finally move away from Norway. I applied to every job in the hot countries in Europe, and after a short time later, I've gotten some job offers in Spain, Greece and Cyprus. After some thought, I landed on Cyprus Larnaca. Because I trusted the words of my recruiter, I was told that the common wage was only 600 euros a month and that I was getting offered 1,350 euros a month and a bonus of 200 euros. When I first heard that, I called bullshit because that's way below the minimum wage in Norway. But my Swedish recruiter assured me that the living cost in Cyprus Larnaca is way lower compared to Norway. So I asked her how much the wage will feel like if it was here in Norway. She said it would be like earning 3,000 euros a month. At that point, I was feeling it and later signed the contract and packed my bags and moved to Cyprus Larnaca. I've now lived there for 4 months and I now reflect on the promises the recruiter gave me about the place, job, salary and cost of living, and it's safe to say that the hype isn't real. Cyprus is a small country with a population of 1.207 million people on 9,251 kilometers. That's pretty small. The country is at least 20 years behind Norway when it comes to technology. Everything seems outdated. The movie theaters, for example, I went on the opening week for the James Bond No Time to Die, and when I got to the movie theater, I thought that Google Maps had old information because the movie theater looked abandoned. Turns out it's just really old and really dark. Instead of having big screens and figures of new movies, they just have some posters tied to the post of the stairs. The movie I was watching was shown in the biggest room because it's the biggest movie of the week. And the best way to explain the standards of the movie theater is like the same standards my parents used to, or even my grandparents' standards. It looks like a school gym area with bus seats and with a terrible sound system. The movie theater was so nasty that I refused to look at my seat before sitting on it. The weather in Cyprus is amazing, except for December, January and February. Those months are surprisingly cold, and I used to live in Norway. If I say it's cold, that means it's bloody freezing. The shocking thing about it is that Cyprus don't have proper heating in the floors and walls, so that means that it gets really cold inside your own home. You can use air conditioning and an oven to stay warm inside, of course, but that's gonna cost you. The annoying part about that as well is that you can't change your power and water supplier, as they only have one company for that in Cyprus. That sucks because if they had multiple suppliers, they would have to compete with better prices. The housing prices are pretty good. I got my place that was newly renovated, had 2 bedrooms and was in the city centre for 600 euros. I paid for the power and water supplier around 100 euros every 3 months, and Wi-Fi for like 50 euros. That's a pretty good deal. But it doesn't have a dishwasher though. But then again, no one in Cyprus has a dishwasher because the cost of the power and water bill. As I mentioned, Cyprus is small, but you need transport to explore the city properly. This is one of the biggest downsides of Cyprus. The bus system is pretty much non-existent. The bus just goes when it feels like it, and it doesn't go often. I mostly get myself around with an app called Bolt, which is like Uber. It has decent prices, but it becomes a lot over time, trust me. The stores in the city isn't that much to brag about. They have a mall called Metropolis, and the prices aren't good at all. Even if you come here with a Norwegian salary, it's not good. I expected to see really good prices there because it's not Norway, but I was surprised to see that the prices of clothes and electronics to be the same or even more than Norway. I don't even know how that's possible, but it is. When you want to buy groceries for the week, you're gonna be really disappointed, as there is only a few proper food stores in the city. That's unheard of in Norway. In Norway, I can find 10 proper food stores around a 10-minute walk from my house. That was in the city center. No matter the size of anywhere outside of the city center, you will always find 1 to 2 proper food stores in Norway. Here in Larnaca, Cyprus, there's only 2 proper food stores that I can go to. And one of them is called Metro, which takes me 20 plus minutes to walk to. And the other one is called Slaminitis, and it takes me about 30 minutes to walk. The food prices aren't even that good, and especially meat. The meat prices are really high. One of the biggest lies I got told before accepting the job here was that the stores are open longer than stores in Norway, which has their food stores open to 11, and other stores like electronic stores and so on is open to 9 o'clock. In Cyprus, the food stores are only open to 9 o'clock, and clothing stores are open until 6 and 7. I work from 10:45 to 19:30, so everything's closed or about to close when I finish work, and I've now learned that I value my free time more than money. The people are really nice and polite, and you hear more English and Scandinavian than Greek. That's a downer if you want to learn Greek by living here. When you have your free time, there isn't that much to do other than go out and eat, drink and party. It's really affordable to do those things here. Crazy cheap compared to Norway at least. Cyprus is so safe that people leave their cars open with the keys inside. Guys seems a little bit creepy at girls. They like to whistle and honk their car horns at girls all the time. One thing that is not safe here is the traffic. They have no space on the sidewalks and they drive crazy here. The lighting in the city is poor so some walks you're gonna be taking is gonna be a little bit scary if you're a girl. I reflect my time here in Cyprus as fun, exciting in the beginning, but as soon as the winter cold came and the new COVID rules from 15th of December came, things quickly turned sour. If you're unvaccinated or not fully vaccinated down here, the government will discriminate against you by making it harder for you to live your life. You can't go to bars, restaurants, events, and other public gatherings that are planned. I'm 22 and I'm not planning on wasting my time and waiting things to cool down. Cyprus is tiny and I've pretty much seen it all.
In that scene where they're fighting, why doesn't Tommy just Joel looks like he's gonna die and Tommy goes, Joel, no, Joel.
Oh, this is too hard for me. Gotta change that. That's much better. Oh, mate, you still here? The show's over. There we go, then.